Ooh, shiny and 100% IV Pokemon, also known as Shando Pokemon, will all be shown in this video from my entire collection. So hi to all of you guys. So let's go ahead and bring my screen up and let's go ahead and check out what we have to check out, man. Obviously not a raid from my friend, but thank you very much for all the raid invitations. Let's go ahead and check out my storage and let's go ahead and type shiny. And yeah, you guys can see that I have a total of 631 shiny Pokemon. However, roughly 2,500 or 2,600 of them are with Professor Willow. I'm so sorry, but my storage cannot handle it. Yep, so I'm not going to show you guys the shinies, neither am I going to show you the 100% IV Pokemon. So yes, 100% IV Pokemon, they have the perfect stats of 15, 15, 15. And these are, really sought after Pokemon, including the shiny version. However, if you combine both of those together, meaning a 100% IV shiny Pokemon, they become a Shando Pokemon. And that is one of the rarest, if not the rarest kind of Pokemon to get. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out the very first Shando Pokemon that I have, and I have a total of 17 of them to talk about. So we're gonna check out the very first one that happens to be this Shando Pinsir. And you guys can see I've labeled it as .mega because I'm preparing for Mega Pincer in the future, and of course some of those that I'm gonna show later on also have Mega. Yeah, so I remember this Pincer back in 2018 when I guess the shiny Pincer first came out, and I was grinding together with Auntie Gladys in the car when I was still driving, and I actually got this shiny Pincer. At that point of time, we were getting a lot of Pincers, shiny Pincers. It was like pretty crazy. I think in one day I got like 15 or 16 shiny Pincers, and I didn't know that this was a 100% IV at all until the search string of the 4-star came into Pokemon GO, and that was like when I was in Sydney, Australia doing my tour over there, my Pokemon GO tour, and that was, if I'm not mistaken, like at the end of 2018 already, or 2019. So that was 1 year later that I found out that this Pincer, shiny Pincer that was kept in my storage for a long time, was a Shando. Alright, it was just insane, and I was just ecstatic, and I even showed it in the video itself. After that I found out. So the next Pokemon that we're going to look at is Pikachu. Alright, this Pikachu is kind of special to me because this is the only Pikachu that is a Shando that was traded to me, and you guys can see it's labeled as .Brandon because the person who traded to me labeled it as Brandon. Alright, and when we did this trade, I was in Indonesia and it was traded to me from Mickey Han. Thank you very much for this trade. Yeah, and I traded to him a level 40 shiny Gyarados. I still remember that trade though, and we did it on the video. So yeah, but during the video itself, I didn't appraise the Pikachu. It's only the subsequent video then I like, what? I got a Shando Pikachu from Mickey. That is so amazing, man. But yeah, I guess it is time for me to even power this Shando Pikachu up to level 50, I guess, because yeah, I've been sitting in my account for such a long time. Here we go, man. I mean, it's a female Pikachu that's named as Brandon. Maybe I should change my name to Brenda. Yeah, I don't know, man. Brenda. Yeah, okay. I do not have enough resources to power up the Pincer, but I'm gonna wait for Mega Pincer to come in the future before I grind out the Candy XL to power this one up to level 50. It'll be the #1 bug type Mega Pokemon out there. So the next Pokemon that we're gonna talk about is this Coughing. I know it's kind of underwhelming to see this, but hang on guys, we are getting there. The juicy Pokemon later on. Alright, this Shando Coughing was caught when I was in Cebu City, when I was over there visiting the community, and I happened to Goldblast this shiny Coughing, and I remember where it was. It was at Ayala Center, and it was just insane to have been able to Goldblast a render Shando in the wild. I couldn't remember whether it was weather boosted or not. If it's not weather boosted, it's basically 1 in 1.8 million chance for it to happen. If it's weather boosted, it's 1 in 700,000 chance, if I remember correctly. But it's just insane to actually have been able to Goldblast, yeah, a Shando Pokemon from the wild. My third Shando that I've gotten in my entire Pokemon GO career was just insane. Yeah, but whether am I gonna evolve it or not, no. Let me drink some water first. Okay guys, drank some water, cleared my throat. Not too sure what's going on, but it's okay. Let's go ahead and check out the next Pokemon. That is the Cobalion. The first ever rated Shando Pokemon that I've gotten. Okay, yeah, the other three that you guys saw, they were not from the raids, but this one is the first one from the raid. And I was in the car with Auntie Gladys and Leo. And the three of us were raiding Cobalion as usual. And eventually, this appeared, a shiny. And I just, caught it as per normal, didn't think too much about it. And eventually, I did the appraisal, 4-star appraisal, after I caught this, like a few raids later. Then I'm like, what? Why is that shiny Cobalion appearing on the top? Like, oh my god, it's a Shando! And I went crazy in the car. But that was like, I think 5 or 6 raids later, then I realized that I actually got myself a Shando Cobalion. I mean, it's cool. Though it's not really that useful for any purpose as a Pokemon, but I mean, it's a Shando from a raid and wow. Anyway, I do not have enough resources to power this one up to level 50, so we have to wait for another video, guys. Yeah. So anyway, let's go ahead and check out the very first Shando Pokemon that I hatched. Yeah, Conkeldurr. It hatched as a Timber, and you guys can see that, yep, it's hatched over there. Back in 2020. Yeah, pretty insane though, and I've already maxed this one up to level 50, and yeah, I was really happy when this happened. I was raiding halfway, if I remember correctly, it was Reshiram or Zekrom during this period. And I was just about to enter the raid lobby and this Timber hatched. I'm like, what? Okay, shiny Timber, cool, because you'll see the egg hatch animation, the shiny first, right? And I saw the CP, what? 751! Then I quickly, got into the raid lobby first with like less than 13 seconds left, and my heart was still pounding and pounding while doing the raid. I'm like, oh my god, I just got myself a Shando and I'm still in this, and I still got myself into this raid. And then eventually I finished the raid, caught the Pokemon. No, actually I ran away from the Pokemon. That time still got no Candy XL, guaranteed Candy XL, so I ran away from it. There was no Candy XL. Candy XL only introduced on 1st December 2020. Alright, yeah, so I ran away from it. I think I was doing the 100 or nothing video, I can't remember. Alright, but basically I hatched this. And I was like, oh my god, I can't believe it. It's Shando Timber. Cool. But am I gonna use it? Maybe not. Because I'm still using my Shadow Machamps. Shadow Machamps are still stronger. But who knows? Maybe when there's Shadow Conkeldurr, I could use those. Of course, waiting for Shadow Riolu also. Yeah, so the next Pokemon is this, my Shando Beedrill, which you guys can see I've labeled it as Mega because this is the Shando Beedrill that I use for Mega Evolution also. I've shown it in a couple of my videos, and this was caught during Community Day itself. You guys can see the tag at the bottom. It does not show Community Day because before September 2020, Niantic didn't put in like the other tags like remotely caught at a raid, or in fact the Community Day or the Go Fest or whatever events. All these tags were introduced only after September 2020. So you guys will see later on there are some Pokemon that does not show the remotely caught at a raid tag also, and this is just one of them. You guys can go ahead and check out the date though, 20th of June 2020. This was the Shando Weedle that I got, and in fact it was on the Community Day Weedle Weedle Community Day video also. You guys can go ahead and check it out. I was alone in the car, and Auntie Gladys, Ann, and Leo, they actually went to get a table for lunch. And then eventually, when I did the 4-star appraisal, I saw this in my bag. I'm like, what? And I only showed it to them after lunch. I didn't even want to show it to them while we were having lunch, just to show the footage that it, was a surprise for me to see a Shando in my account. Yeah, but if you ask me if I like this, I actually do like it. The color is really nice. I love the color a lot, especially for the Beedrill. Wow, just pretty happy to have gotten it. Though I've not used it as a Mega Evolved Pokemon for a very long time. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's really powered up. Okay, good. So anyway, we're gonna check out the next Pokemon, the second rated Shando Pokemon, and that is none other than Genesect. So Genesect, came during the period when it was just, I think like 2 months, 4 months, 3 months, 4 months, whatever months before the level 50 Beyond came. So that's why we went to grind for it to get the Candy XL. No, actually I cannot remember, guys. Candy XL was after or before, I cannot remember. Anyway, yeah, you guys can see the location was caught at Carson, United States, California, I believe. CA is California. You guys can correct me though. So yeah, actually it is my friend. I can't remember. Too many things to remember. Anyway, yeah, it was actually a remote raid invitation from my friend, and Auntie Gladys and I, we were making our way back home. I was about to send Auntie Gladys back home, and then the Shando genocide appeared. I'm like, what? Immediately I stopped my car at the side of the road, and like, that was around like 1 a.m. in the morning already, and there were like almost no cars in the middle of the road, and I'm like staring at this. She was like looking at me, and I was looking at her, and she like congratulated me, and I was like, okay, cool, man. It's Shando genocide. I mean, it's really, really tough. In fact, there's no way to get this Shando genocide other than getting from a raid, because you cannot trade for it. So it is really, really, really tough to get. Yeah, you have to raid for it, and the odds of getting a Shando from a raid is 1 in 4,320 chance. It's basically 1 in 216 multiplied by 1 over 20. That is just insane. Yeah, so I'm happy to have been able to get this, and like I said, it's untradeable. Yeah, anyway, we're gonna max it out to level 50 since, I feel like doing it and I have enough Candy XL to do it. Though it wasn't guaranteed Candy XL at that point of time to grind out the Candy XL, but I managed to grind out enough to get it. Doing more than 500 raids and catching more than 500 Genocides just to power just one Genocide up to level 50 is just insane. Why did I do it? I don't know. I'm stupid. Yeah, okay. Anyway, we're gonna check out the next Pokemon. This Pokemon is just truly amazing. If you guys remember, I've mentioned this Pokemon, this Shando Manectric, in many of my videos, including the Mega Manectric video. I've even shown it in, I think, one of my shiny video. I've also talked about it and caught it on the video that I did the 250,000 Stardust grind to power up one of my Mewtwo's. And this was Goldblast. A Shando Manectric. It was an Electrite, of course, in the WoW. You can't see a Manectric in the WoW. So, to have actually gotten this, it's 1 in 1.8 million chance for it to happen, because it was not weather boosted at that point of time. Definitely it wasn't raining in-game at that point of time. And yeah, it's full odds. So it's 1 in 1.8 million chance for this to have happened. And Gold Blasting it was just insane. Yeah, to date, this is one of my favorite, like Shando that I've gotten, because the odds of that happening is just insane. Like really 1.8 million chance. Wow, it's just too mind blowing for me to think about it. But this is what I really like about this game. The RNG. Sometimes you get something amazing and it makes you feel really, really happy. But at the same time, sometimes you don't get it. But you sometimes win, sometimes you lose, right? So anyway, we're gonna check out the next Pokemon. Oh my god, there was a pink egg that just appeared on the screen. It was so weird, some glitch. Anyway, we're gonna check out this Gligar. And this Gligar was the second Shando Pokemon that I hatched. I was in the car with Auntie Gladys and Anne. At the point of time, we were raiding, and eventually this hatch. I'm like, okay, a shiny Gligar. Of course, I don't remember the Hundo CP for the Gligar, but when I saw the CP 1061, I'm like, that's very high. So I did the appraiser. I'm like, oh my god, Shando! Okay, cool, yeah, my second hatch Shando, and I mean, if you ask me if it's useful for any purpose, I will tell you the answer is no. But of course, it's still a Shando, and wow, really, really cool. And also, Billy from the Trainer Club, he actually has gotten himself a Shando Gligar also. He traded it from a friend, did a lucky trade for it. Congratulations, bro. Yep. So it's just truly amazing also for me to have been able to hatch this. Yeah, who knows, man, maybe one day when we meet up, we can actually take a picture together to show our Shando Gligars side by side, man. Hopefully that's gonna happen soon. Yeah, but anyway, I do not have enough resources to power this one up to level 50, but I'll still grind to try to get the Candy XL up to 296 before I power it up in another video, alright? So let's go ahead and check out the next Pokemon. And this Pokemon was the one that I really wanted to get the most. Shando Moltres. Why? You guys can see clearly I've labeled it as Team Valor. Alright, or Team Valor, Team Valor, Team Valor, Team Valor, whatever, however you guys want to pronounce it. Okay, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's basically my Team Bird. Yeah. And I was really happy to have been able to get this. It was a local raid here in Singapore. Actually, we remote raided for this, but it shows like this. We remote raided a raid here in Singapore. At that point of time, I was in the car with Auntie Gladys and Anne And yeah, we hardly did like local raids because remote raiding was more efficient, though it cost a bit more Pokecoins to, you know, use a remote raid pass as compared to the regular raid pass. But, you know, when this appeared, I'm like, oh my god, you must be kidding me. I was like super duper ecstatic. That was the most exciting moment for me when this appeared. You know, of course I didn't vlog it for you guys because me and Untitled and we were rushing for raids, and at that point of time I had already done a video for Moltres. But yeah, I was really happy. In fact, now still really happy to have been able to get this, and the best part of all was that the location is from Singapore. Yeah, I have a little bit of OCD in the sense that there are certain Pokemon that I want to get the Hundo or Shiny or Shando of from my country. You know, had this been obtained from another country, I would have been a bit not so pleased. Example, if the location of the Genesect and the Moltres was swapped, I would have, oh crap, I would rather have the Genesect, you know, have the one from overseas and, you know, the Moltres from Singapore. I know it's a bit weird, but it's just me, guys. Yeah, my Team Bird from Singapore, Shando, crap man, best ever. Anyway, you guys see the date, alright? It's just, was it October? Yeah, October. So, 4th of October, I caught this Moltres, right? And before that was also 2nd October for this Gligar. Yeah, so just 2 days later, I got this Shando Moltres. And less than 2 weeks later, actually just over 2 weeks later, I got this Shando Giratina, which I've shown in my video that I did 100 Team Go Rocket Leader battles. And halfway through having my break, I actually got myself this Shando, and finally it shows, you know, remotely caught at a raid. For some reason, this did not show. So it's in October that they actually changed it. Now that I'm looking at it, it's not in September. I kept thinking it's in September, but it's October that they actually changed it. So yeah, I actually vlogged that moment on that video, but I'm not gonna bring the footage up. You guys can go ahead and check it out. Yeah, I caught a Shando Giratina while doing 100 Team Go Rocket Leader battles. Yeah, you guys can go ahead to check the video out. But I was really super duper happy, and this was a remote raid that I actually did when I sent the invites to my friends, and it was just 3 of us. I remember clearly, it was just 3 of us. We were, you know, like taking down the Giratina, still you know, need to tap for a long time, like 3 over minutes. Eventually, it came out to be a Shando, and I already knew that the Giratina has despawned, so I was really worried. And I wanted to vlog the moment, so I actually stepped out from that burger joint that I was at to actually vlog the moment. And I was so scared to actually accidentally tap the run button or something happened, but I just wanted to do it, alright? The Giratina, if I remember correctly, it despawned already, so wow, I was still able to catch it, and luckily nothing bad happened. So cool, man. So you're gonna have to power this up to the level 50, man. Don't have enough Candy XL, man. Yeah, anyway, let's check out the next Pokemon. And this Pokemon, alright, the Shando Alolan Marowak, was also caught from a raid. Alright, remotely raid invitation from Sweden. And you guys know what? This was caught on the day that Alolan Marowak had its raid day. If you guys remember, there was a 3 hours Alolan Marowak raid day, and then after Auntie Gladys and Anne and myself and I think we had another friend who finished it with us. Auntie Gladys, Anne and myself, we actually went to have dinner. Before I stepped out of my car after parking my car to go to the dinner place, this appeared. And I'm like, what? 1048? Oh my god, shiny! Oh my god, Shando! Yeah, that was one of the nicest moments or so, but you know, if you ask me if it's gonna be useful for anything, I'll tell you no. Look at that. Clearly, if we power it up right now to level 50, it goes up to 2075 CP. Not even close to 2.5k to be, you know, like useful in the Ultra League, but yeah, it's finally maxed out to level 50. I'm really happy to have been able to do that. Yep, so let's go ahead and check out the next Pokemon, and that's none other than my Shando Raikou. And this Shando Raikou appeared when we were doing raids in Singapore. Yeah, and it was just insane for me to have been able to get this. I would say that among the 3 beasts, this is my favorite Pokemon. Alright, I mean, Entei and Suicune, they look nice, especially a Suicune when it's in the shiny form. However, in terms of like usefulness, etc., This is definitely the most useful, and yeah, I'm really happy to have been able to get this. I did a crazy number of raids before the shiny was even released to get the hundos and even the candies back then. And right now I do not have enough candies to actually power up to level 50, but we will do it in a separate video. So I prefer powering up my Pokemon like one shot to level 50 instead of like, you know, one bit by bit by bit, just for video content purpose. But of course, if you ask me for like usage wise, I would recommend to you guys to power them up one level or one power up at a time, which is what Untitled and N are doing also. So let's go ahead and check out the next Shando Pokemon. That's none other than the beautiful, the magnificent beast, Suicune. Yeah, the color is really nice, but like I said, in terms of usability, it's not really useful, you know. Yeah, so it has now, you know, Hydro Cannon and also Ice Beam, and this was a remote raid invitation that I did from America, and it was a raid invite, of course. So Shando, Suicune, man, I remember this moment very clearly. I was on the bed about to sleep already, on the video call with my girlfriend. Yeah, my girlfriend is all the way in Philippines, so we have the video call, and that's the only way that we communicate. Of course, through messages and whatsoever also. And I told myself that, okay, this is going to be the last raid already. I was really tired. And then it suddenly came out like, what? Shando Suicune? I'm like, and I told her I can't sleep anymore. Like for the next 1.5 hours or 2 hours, I couldn't fall asleep after catching this Suicune. And of course, she was so excited and happy for me. But, wow, I told her I couldn't believe that just before I want to sleep, you know, this appeared and I just couldn't fall asleep. It's just truly amazing. You know, it's really nice to have been able to remember all these memories. Though, you know, a lot of people will find it hard to remember. But thanks to me, you know, doing vlogs at times also, sometimes I'm able to like recall the moments at times also. Yeah. So anyway, we're going to check out the next Shando Pokemon. That's this legendary Pokemon Latios. Yeah, that was caught in Singapore also, and I was raiding with Auntie Gladys, just me and her, and this appeared, and I told her like, what? Are you serious? Look at the date, alright? It's very recent, like on the 12th of February, alright, and you guys see the Suicune? Yeah, this was also caught like February. Less than 1 week later, I got that, and even the Raikou, so you guys can see like this period of time, 1st February, 6th February, and then 12th February, I got 3 Shando legendaries from the raid. Like, I told her I couldn't comprehend this luck, this kind of luck, and I even tweeted it out. I couldn't believe my luck that in 2 weeks, I got myself 3 Shando legendaries from a raid. Not traded, not lucky traded or anything. It's just freaking amazing, freaking insane. Yeah, whenever YouTubers say freaking, they meant to say another word, guys, but they normally replace it with freaking. Just let you guys know. Anyway, let's go ahead and check out the next Shando Pokemon. And this Shando Pokemon was a Shando that I was super duper excited to get. So looking forward to get a Hundo Aerodactyl. I've already gotten myself 2 Hundo Aerodactyls before this appeared. And I told myself that I'm gonna, you know, like make one of those Hundos that I got to a Mega Aerodactyl in the future, because Mega Aerodactyl has the highest DPS in terms of a Rock-type Mega Pokemon. But eventually I got this. The other one, the Hundo, I already made it to Best Buddy, but I did not power that one up. But eventually I got a raid invitation from my friend Ace. Thank you very much, bro. I still remember. From Honolulu. And I got this Shando Weather Boosted Level 25 Aerodactyl. I was like, oh my god, I have to max this instead, man. I'm not gonna max the other Hundo anymore, man. Yeah, so luckily I did not max the other Hundo, you know, utilize my Candy XL on it. Otherwise I would have a problem maxing this one up. So that's why I always suggest to Auntie Gladys and Anne also, only power up your Pokemon when you need to use them. If you do not need to use them, keep it as wherever they are at until you really need to use them for PvE or PvP. Alright, that's what I would recommend to you guys also. Anyway, let's go ahead and check out the next Shando Pokemon. This is my very last Shando Pokemon that I've gotten so far. Yeah, okay, my Shando Togepi, which I made the video and said that this is actually my best ever Shando hatch in my entire Pokemon GO career. Hands down, to date, it is still my #1 hatched Shando Pokemon, okay? I still remember it, man. That moment when it hatched was so amazing. It's really, really, really amazing. I was so ecstatic because Togepi to me is one of my favorite baby Pokemon. I wouldn't say it's my number one. I would say my number one is still Azurill, just because of how it looks. But in terms of like, you know, the egg form and whatsoever, Togepi to me, I would say is number 2 in terms of the baby wise. And to get a Shando for this is just insane, and I know the odds of getting this is just like super duper insane or so. Considering the fact there are so many Pokemon that can be hatched, and considering that out of all those hatches, it's a baby Pokemon that I really enjoy looking at also. So, you know what? We're gonna max this one out to level 50, and, you know, shout out to Zoe 2 Dots for being a Togepi lover. And of course, you know, this is for you, Zoe. I know you want the Shando Togepi really badly, but I wish you all the best to get it, man. Yeah, Shando level 50 Togepi. I'm not going to evolve this to a Togetic or a Togekiss at all. It's still gonna stay as a Togepi forever. Okay, forever as a Togepi, a Shando Togepi. Maybe I use it in the baby cup or whatsoever in the future. Who knows, right? Yeah, so that is basically all that I have to show to you guys, man, for my entire Shando collection. I know a lot of you guys are excited to tell me about your Shando collection or whatever Shandos that you guys have gotten. So feel free to blast in the comment section down below, man. Let me know what's your Shando count, which is your favorite Shando, and how did you guys get that particular Shando also. Alright? So if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like on the video. It'd be much appreciated. Thank you very much. And I'll see you guys in the next episode in the next video. Maybe we're gonna check out my Shando or Nando. Yeah, Nando collection, guys. Yeah, 0 IV shiny collection. Let me tell you guys the answer. How many I have? Yeah, 0. I have 0, guys. I think. Yeah, maybe I have transferred some of them away without checking. Yeah. Alright, so goodbye, goodbye, goodbye!